Module number 7, multi-time frame analysis. So now that you're done with market condition, market phase, acceleration, deceleration, support and resistance, candlestick and price action pattern, ngayon naman, pagsasama-samahin natin yung mga natutunan natin from Module 1 to Module 6 dito sa Module 7 using multi-time frame analysis. So, multi-time frame analysis, hindi siya necessary but very powerful and of course, importante din, no? But again, you can use one time frame and become consistently profitable. Wala namang problema doon. But using multi-time frame analysis, magigauge natin yung overall price action ng market in different time frame. So nakikita natin yung short term and nakikita rin natin yung long term. Alright? So let's begin. So module outline. So dito magkakaroon tayo ng example ng dalawang time frames and then tatlong time frames. Alright? So multi-time frame analysis, one of the most important parts of analyzing a price chart. So again, hindi siya necessary but very powerful and I'd suggest aralin nyo itong multi-time frame analysis. So basically, it is looking at one time frame and making sure that the other time frame is confirming what the other time frame is showing. So sa madaling salita, kung ang higher time frame natin is bullish, our lower time frame should also be bullish. Kung ang higher time frame naman natin is bearish, kailangan ang lower time frame natin is also bearish. Now, sometimes makikita natin na yung higher time frame natin bullish, pero yung lower time frame natin bearish. Alright, so kumbaga ano yung interpretation natin doon, right? Well, pag ganun, hindi sila align. Okay? So using multi-time frame analysis, ang gusto natin mag-align yung different time frame. So kung bullish yung higher time frame, kailangan makita rin natin sa lower time frame is bullish. Kapag yung isa bullish and then yung isa is bearish, as much as possible, we don't want to be involved in that currency pair or in that market, right? Kasi ang gusto natin yung nag-a-align lang yung different time frames. Alright? So, multi-time frame analysis, ginagawa natin to because the market is fractal in nature, meaning the same patterns appear on all time frames. So, what do I mean by that? Now, imagine if you're familiar with the Russian doll, I think Matryoshka doll ata yung tawag doon. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yung Russian doll, so let's say ito yung doll, right? Malaking doll. And then once na inopen natin yan, may makikita tayo na maliit na doll pero kamukha lang din nitong first doll, right? Pero mas maliit kasi nasa loob siya. Now, pag inopen natin tong second doll, meron ulit tayong makikita, same doll but smaller. And then pag inopen ulit natin yan, mas maliit pa, palit siya ng palit. So, ganun lang din yung multi-time frame analysis. So, kung ang higher time frame natin is bullish, what we want to see is bullish dito sa lower time frame. So, kung may mas lower pa, gusto natin bullish rin yung makita natin. Okay? So, let me illustrate fractal in nature. So, we have here the monthly, the weekly, and the daily time frame. So, monthly, ito yung thick line, and then yung weekly, ito yung thin line, and yung dashed line is the daily time frame. Okay, so I hope na since nandito na kayo sa advanced lesson, familiar na kayo with different time frames. So, kung nakatingin tayo sa monthly time frame, ang isang candlestick is 1 month. So, sa weekly, ang isang candlestick is 1 week. And then sa daily, ang isang candlestick is daily. So, kung sa monthly tayo nakatingin, right? Yung isang candlestick doon, kapag bumaba tayo sa daily, that would be I think 24, nasa around 20 candlestick kasi meron tayong around 20 trading days in 1 month. Alright, so let's say ang monthly time frame natin is bullish, right? So may higher high and higher low, right? Now we want to go down sa weekly to see kung anong ginagawa niya. So yung weekly natin, pwedeng ganito yung maging itsura niya. Something like this. So may multiple moves siyang ginagawa, right? So dito sa monthly, isa lang, and then dito sa weekly, multiple moves. Okay? Kasi sa isang month, meron tayong 4 weekly candlestick, right? So kapag bumaba pa tayo sa daily time frame wherein ang isang monthly candlestick nasa around 20 candlestick, makikita natin na meron tong trend. So marami siyang trend. So pwedeng ganito yung maging itsura niya. Alright, so kung makikita nyo, may iba't ibang trend. So dito meron tayong uptrend, right, sa daily. Pero pag tinignan natin yung 1 month, isang move lang siya. Yung pullback sa monthly, pwedeng downtrend siya sa daily. Kasi again, mas maraming daily candlestick kesa sa monthly candlestick. Okay, sa loob ng isang buwan, nasa around 20 yung daily candlestick. So we can expect na may iba't ibang trends ang mabubuo sa daily time frame. Okay? So we have here higher time frame and lower time frame. So ito yung higher time frame natin. Now bumaba tayo sa lower time frame, pwedeng ganito yung maging itsura niya. Uptrend. So dito yung isang move sa higher time frame, let's say from higher low to higher high, isang move lang yan. Bumaba tayo sa lower time frame, nakita natin may trend. Okay? May trend siyang nabuo, may series of higher highs and higher lows, right? So again, remember, yung higher time frame natin isang move lang. Pero yung lower time frame natin may trend. Alright? Now, kung bababa tayo, kung mag-zoom in tayo dito sa retracement ng higher time frame, so from higher high to higher low, makikita natin pag bumaba tayo sa lower time frame, meron din siyang trend. Okay? So dito makikita natin nagkaroon tayo ng reversal. Double top. Right? Double top, and then nagkaroon tayo ng change of structure. So dito sa lower time frame, yung dashed line, so may mga higher low yan. And then nagkaroon ng breakdown, nagkaroon ng lower low. So may trend, kumbaga change of structure, right? Yan yung sa lower time frame. Pero pag tinignan nyo ulit yung higher time frame, isang move, impulse, and then magpo-pullback lang siya. So pullback lang sa higher time frame, pero sa lower time frame, possible na magkaroon siya ng trend. Okay, may nakita tayong double top dito sa lower time frame. That means trend reversal. Meron din tayong change of structure. So pwedeng ganito yung mangyari dito. Magkaroon tayo ng downtrend sa lower time frame, pero pullback lang sa higher time frame. Okay? So yung higher time frame natin bullish, pero at this point nasa end tayo ng impulsive move. Okay? Andun na tayo sa latter part ng impulsive move. Sa lower time frame, nasa uptrend na nagkaroon na ng reversal price action, meaning patapos na yung trend dito sa lower time frame kasi may double top tayo. Okay? So nagkaroon tayo ng downtrend, right? Dun sa pullback, again, pullback ng higher time frame, naging downtrend, may lower low and lower highs. Of course, since pullback lang yung higher time frame, pwede pa yan magkaroon ng another impulsive move to the upside. Kasi again, yung higher time frame natin is bullish. So, kung magko-continue na yung higher time frame trend, which is in this case bullish, sa lower time frame, gusto natin makakita ng bullish price action. So, ang bullish price action na pwede natin makita dito is change of structure. So, dito makikita natin na nagkaroon tayo ng change of structure. So, lower highs and lower lows. So, ito yung last lower high natin. Nag-breakout, nagkaroon tayo ng higher high. So, that's one sign, right? Initial higher high, initial higher low. Now, another one is that nagkaroon tayo ng head and shoulder, which is a bullish reversal pattern. Now, remember, kanina, dito, may double top. So, nire-reverse niya yung uptrend kanina. Nagkaroon ng double top, pumasok tayo sa downtrend. Right? So, itong downtrend na to, ngayon naman, nire-reverse niya, nagkaroon tayo ng head and shoulder. Also, a change of structure, higher high. Right? So, nag-a-align na yung higher time frame, which is bullish, and also the lower time frame. So, ngayon, since may inverse head and shoulder tayo, higher high, nag-a-align na rin. Okay? So, that means check yung higher time frame natin, check yung lower time frame. At this point, pwede tayong humanap ng opportunities. Alright? Okay, so let's have an example. So, ito, two time frames, the daily and the hourly time frame. So, we're looking at Euro USD daily time frame. So, basically, we are in a downtrending market, series of lower lows and lower highs, right? So, dito nasa pullback phase tayo. Okay? So, ito yung lower high natin. Last lower high, last lower low. Now, ang question, lower high ba to? So, again, since nasa downtrend tayo dito sa daily, yung hinahanap lang natin is bearish. Bearish price action. In-anticipate natin na magkakaroon pa ng downside move. Right? So, hindi lang natin alam ngayon kung ito na ba yung lower high natin. So, we have this impulse followed by correction. Now, here we have this level. May resistance tayo. Previous support. Tinest niya ngayon as resistance. So, pwedeng dito mag-establish ng lower high, right? Ideal location. Okay? Now, what do we have here? We have this evening star candlestick pattern, which is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern. Okay? So, ano yung mga bearish price action natin dito right now? So, first, nasa downtrend tayo. So, directional bias is down kasi meron tayong lower lows and lower highs. Alright? So, this one is lower low. Okay? Typo, sorry. So, that's the first one. And then, yung level natin. Right? Level natin, nasa resistance tayo. We're interested lang tayong mag-sell. Right? So, remember, resistance equals sellers, support equals buyers. So, in this case, na-break yung support. Support, once broken, pwede yan maging resistance. Alright? So, that's number 2. Now, in terms of market phase, we have this impulse, very obvious impulsive move, followed by corrective move. Alright? And then, meron tayong evening star. Right? Which is again, a bearish reversal candlestick pattern. So, dito, pwede natin masabi, okay, ang pinaka-bias ko dito sa daily time frame is bearish. Kasi, ito yung mga reasons kung bakit. So, yung discuss natin, right? So, kung bababa tayo sa hourly time frame, since bearish tayo sa daily, hindi tayo interested sa mga bullish price action na makikita natin. Interested lang tayo sa bearish price action. Alright? Kasi again, directional bias natin sa daily is bearish. So let's go down to the hourly time frame. So going down sa hourly time frame now, just to go back, no? Magzo-zoom in tayo dito. Ito yung i-zoom in natin. So dito sa daily, pullback siya, corrective pullback. Pag pumunta tayo sa lower time frame, trend siya, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay? So again, ang hinahanap lang natin, since bearish tayo sa daily, hinahanap natin dito is bearish price action din. So what do we have here? We have this double top. So yung structure ng market, right? Higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high. So hindi na siya nakapag-create ng panibagong high. And then nag-breakdown tayo. Nag-create siya ng lower low. So na-break niya yung previous higher low. Now kanina sa daily, nasa pullback tayo. Okay? Nandito tayo sa daily. So dito sa hourly, since mas maraming candlestick ang hourly kesa sa daily. So sa isang daily candlestick, we have 24 1-hour candlestick, right? So dito trend to. Alright? So since trend to, yung hourly time frame, once isang signal para mag-gauge natin kung magre-reverse na yung hourly trend and yung daily move niya mag-continue is a reversal price action, right? Pwedeng double top, head and shoulder, right? So dito nakita natin may double top. May change of structure from higher low na break, nagkaroon tayo ng lower low. Right? So dito ang nakikita na natin is bearish. So yung daily and hourly nag-align na sila, right? So yung daily bearish, yung hourly may bearish price action din. So at this point, pwede na tayong humanap ng trade in line with the higher time frame direction, which is downside. Okay? So may lower low na tayo. Pwede tayong pumasok sa lower high kung magre-retrace to in anticipation for a downside move. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung anong nangyari. Oops. So, ito yung evening star natin. Yung daily time frame. Right? So, from here, nag-form ng evening star, nagkaroon tayo ng very aggressive move downside. So, nag-impulse ulit. Now, sa lower time frame, ito yung nangyari. So, ito yung double top natin. Higher low, na break, nagkaroon tayo ng lower low, very shallow retracement, and then drop, and then corrective move, right? Nagkaroon na siya ng downtrend ulit. So, in line yung daily and hourly time frame. So, again, tinignan natin dito 2 time frames. So, yung scenario dito, so yung daily nasa downtrend, right? In terms of kung nasang phase ba siya ng downtrend, nasa end siya ng correction. Okay, nandito yung daily. Now, sa lower time frame naman, ito yung move niya. May trend. Since may trend tayo dyan, nagkaroon siya ng double top, which is a sign na nire-reverse na niya yung trend. Itong trend na to, yung pullback sa daily, right? And then nakita natin, nagkaroon ng drop. Okay? So again, kailangan mag-align yung dalawang time frames. So that's 2 time frames. Ngayon naman, punta tayo sa 3 time frames. So before we continue dun sa 3 time frame, let's have another example dito sa daily and hourly time frame. So 2 time frames. Now, we are looking at Ethereum daily time frame, so cryptocurrency. So, tingnan muna natin. Let's say, for example, pag open natin ng chart, ito yung nakita natin. So, galing tayo ng impulse move. Alright, so may downside move. And then, nag-form siya ng, or nag-establish siya ng support level right here. As we can see, meron tayong multiple rejection. So, well-respected itong level na to. Right? And kung mapapansin nyo, nag-form din tayo somehow ng possible descending triangle. So, meron tayong lower high and at the same time, meron tayong equal low. So, may support level dito. Now, yung current candlestick natin, nag-form siya ng bullish candlestick. Right? Bullish candlestick dito sa support level. So, in terms of context, well, okay yung context niya kasi galing tayo ng downside move and then nag-pause, nag-form siya ng descending triangle, which is hindi natin alam kung ano bang direction yung gagawin niya, right? Since meron tayong lower highs and may support tayo. In terms of location, nasa support level tayo, which is good. And in terms of candlestick, meron tayong bullish candlestick after this deceleration. Okay, so maliliit na candlestick followed by a big bullish candlestick. So yan yung deceleration and then nagkaroon tayo ng bullish engulfing. So in-engulf na yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candlestick. Okay, so very bullish yung nakikita natin dito sa daily time frame. So what we want to see kapag bumaba tayo sa lower time frame is another bullish price action. Okay? So, kung bearish price action yung nakita natin sa lower time frame, hindi tayo interested doon. Okay? So, since yung daily bullish ang hahanapin lang natin or magiging interesado lang tayong i-trade itong Ethereum kung bullish din yung ipapakita niya. So, let's go down to the hourly time frame. So, ito yung hourly time frame natin. So, pag open natin ng chart, ganito yung nakita natin. So, galing siya ng downtrend or ng downside move, right? Lower low, lower high. And then dito, nag-form tayo ng left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So, meron tayong inverse head and shoulder, which is a bullish reversal price action, right? So, ito yung neckline natin, down sloping. Okay? And then, nagkaroon tayo ng very impulsive move to the upside. This one. Okay? So, impulsive move, nagkaroon tayo ng higher high. Okay? So, nag-change yung color. Yan. So, nagkaroon tayo ng higher high. So, that's very bullish. Impulse plus higher high, bullish head and shoulder pattern. So, okay tayo dito. So, ang hahanapin lang natin dito is bullish opportunity. So, yung daily natin, in line na siya ngayon with our hourly time frame. Okay? So, let's see kung anong nangyari. So, ito yung bullish engulfing natin. Nagkaroon siya ng upside move, tinest niya itong resistance na to. Nagkaroon din tayo ng breakout from this descending triangle. Okay, so na-reach niya itong resistance level na to. Sa lower time frame, ito yung nangyari. We have this inverse head and shoulder. So ito yung tinitingnan natin kanina. Rally to the upside and then nagkaroon tayo ng break ng structure. And then dito, nagkaroon tayo ng mga very shallow retracement wherein pwede tayong mag-long, right? So, kasi in line naman siya with our daily bias. Okay? So, dito nakita natin na yung daily time frame is bullish. Yung context, so may bullish engulfing sa support level. Dito naman sa hourly time frame, nagkaroon tayo ng bullish head and shoulders with down sloping neckline. Alright, so yung daily which is yung higher time frame natin, is bullish. Yung lower time frame natin, bullish din. So align sila, that means we can look for long opportunities. Alright, so ngayon naman, tatlong time frames. So we have the monthly, weekly, and daily. So example lang to, pwede kayong gumamit ng kahit anong time frame. Let's say for example, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15-minute time frame. Alright, so in this example, ito yung gagamitin natin, monthly, weekly, and daily time frame. So we're looking at GBP USD. So first is monthly muna, yung pinaka mataas na time frame. So kung makikita natin, galing tayo ng downside move. So impulse downside and then pull back. So meron tayong lower low, lower high, and lower low. And then this one is a possible lower high. Question mark sa atin yan ngayon. Right? Ano pang meron tayo dito? We have this level of resistance. So previous support, once broken, pwede siyang maging resistance. Okay? So nasa magandang level tayo. Now next, we have this high test, bearish rejection candlestick. Okay? So in terms of context, I think pwede natin masabi na okay siya. Mukhang pwede na siyang mag-continue downside. Right? So ito yung ina-anticipate natin. Kasi first of all, structure niya, lower low, lower high. Wala pa tayong nakikita na change of structure kasi ito yung last lower high natin. So intact pa rin yung downtrend. Level in terms of location, previous support turned into resistance. So okay din yung level natin. Candlestick rejection, we have this high test. So itong candlestick na to, quality siya kasi nakita natin to sa tamang placement. So sa possible lower high and at the same time sa resistance. Okay? So okay itong mga reasons na to look for short opportunity. But what we want to see sa lower time frame is a bearish price action also. So yun yung titingnan natin sa weekly and sa daily. Kailangan mag-align sila. Alright? So let's go down to the weekly time frame. So going back lang, no? Ang makikita natin dito sa weekly, kung mag-zoom in tayo, okay, baka kasi malito kayo. So ito yung makikita natin, itong pullback. Okay, remember, pullback lang siya, isang move lang siya sa monthly time frame. Pagbaba natin sa lower time frame, that's a different story. Okay, so weekly. Sa weekly, meron tayong uptrend. So ito yung pullback natin sa monthly. Sa weekly, uptrend siya. May series of higher highs and higher lows. But what we're looking for is a bearish price action. Okay? Meron tayong double top. Well, at this point, possible double top pa lang siya kasi nagkaroon tayo ng equal high. So, hindi na siya nakapag-create ng higher high. Okay? So, meron tayong possible or potential double top. Kailangan pa natin ma-break itong previous higher low. Right? So, at this point, medyo nagsisignal na sa atin na possible na itong uptrend na to tapos na and then magkaroon na siya ng downtrend. Right? Kasi hindi na tayo nakapag-create ng higher high. Okay? So, to add confirmation to that, bababa pa tayo sa daily to look for bearish price action. Okay? So kasi dito hindi pa natin confirmed since hindi pa niya nabe-break yung higher low. So meron pa lang tayong potential. Now going down sa daily time frame, ito yung makikita natin. Meron tayong ascending wedge. which is, if you can remember sa price action pattern lesson natin, ascending wedge is a bearish price action, no? Possible reversal siya. So dito na-form yung ascending wedge. Okay, meron tayong higher low na break, very impulsive break nitong higher low, nagkaroon tayo ng lower low. So sa weekly hindi pa niya nabe-break to, pero sa daily nagkaroon na tayo ng change of structure. So nag-align na siya dun sa higher time frame natin. So at this point, even though hindi pa natin nabe-break tong higher low sa weekly, right, meron pa lang tayong potential double top. Dito sa daily, binigyan na niya tayo ng confirmation kasi nagkaroon tayo ng reversal pattern wherein nag-play out kasi nagkaroon tayo ng breakdown, and at the same time, itong previous higher low na break, nagkaroon tayo ng lower low. So nagsisignal na sa atin to na pwede siyang magkaroon ng continuation downside, or itong uptrend na to tapos na, and then magkakaroon na tayo ng panibagong trend. So lower low, pwede siyang umakyat, mag-create ng lower high, and then mag-continue lower. Okay, so tingnan natin yung nangyari. So remember, yung daily, yung monthly is bearish, weekly bearish na rin yung pinapakita, which is yung possible double top. Sa daily meron na tayong confirmation, so bearish na rin, right? Ascending wedge, breakdown, change of structure from higher low to lower low. So tingnan natin yung nangyari. So ito yung monthly, nagkaroon siya ng downside move after this high test. Okay, so lower high, bumaba. So dito na-establish yung lower high. Now sa weekly, double top na confirm, breakdown, higher low na break, nagkaroon tayo ng lower low. Okay, so itong uptrend natapos dito sa double top, nag-reverse, nagkaroon ng downside move. Now sa daily, ito yung nangyari. So ito yung ascending wedge, breakdown, very impulsive move, then nagkaroon na tayo ng series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so yung monthly, yung weekly, and yung daily, nag-align sila lahat. So lahat sila bearish. So that means madadagdagan yung confidence natin to take a short position kasi yung tatlong time frame pare-pareho ng pinapakita sa atin, puro bearish price action. Alright, so that's for 3 time frames example. Okay, so just to recap, so multi-time frame analysis, one of the most important parts of analyzing a price chart. Again, hindi siya necessary but very powerful. So what we're doing is looking at one time frame and making sure that the other time frame is confirming what the other time frame is showing. So kung ang higher time frame natin is bullish, kailangan yung lower time frame natin is bullish. Doon lang tayo interested. Kung ang higher time frame natin is bearish, kailangan lower time frame natin is also bearish. Kasi the market is fractal in nature, meaning the same patterns appear on all time frames. So kapag iniisip nyo multi-time frame analysis, tandaan nyo lang yung Russian doll. Alright? So for your homework, so use 2 time frames to analyze 3 to 5 charts. So minimum, label it. So higher high, higher low. Kung may price action pattern man, candlestick pattern. So kailangan ang makikita nyo dun sa dalawang time frame na yon, parehong bullish or parehong bearish. Okay, so place it inside a folder. This will serve as your knowledge bank for multi-time frame analysis. Alright, so we're done with Module 7 multi-time frame analysis. So kumpleto na yung market framework natin. So ang gagawin na lang natin is to really master yung Module 1 to Module 7. Alright? So, pwede natin itong gamitin sa any time frame, any market, hindi lang sa forex, pwedeng sa stock market, sa cryptocurrency, commodities, kahit saan. Kasi, same crowd psychology lang naman yan. Okay? So, rinse and repeat lang tayo. So, ito yung una nyong gagawin whenever you look at your chart. Okay? You map out the market framework muna. Now, once you have that directional bias, so nagawa nyo na lahat, dito na papasok yung tactics natin, yung strategy. Okay? Huwag nyo munang unahin yung strategy. Market framework muna. Alright? So, that's it guys and good luck.